I had seen Withnail and I and admired it and sort of worshipped it and him for many, many years. The first name that came up between Hunter and I back in 1997 was Bruce's, and so I knew it would be a challenge because the guy had basically pulled out of cinema altogether. What Bruce did with Withnail and I was beyond sort of cinema. He created some world that is endlessly quotable, endlessly sort of beautiful. It's he achieved perfect cinema, which is, very rare.
I mean, he was really adamant that he wasn't going to direct anything else.
Yeah.
And what did you say to him to get him to do it?
I just persisted, I was really a pain in the ass.
Now, what do you think Hunter would make of the film if he's alive?
I think Hunter would love it, I think Hunter would be very proud of it, and I think Hunter would be very proud, especially of what Bruce did. I think he would probably try to take us down a couple of pegs just because he was like that, He'd like to sort of hurt you a little before he, gave you the goods. But I think he'd be very proud.
And lastly, you're one of the rare actors in Hollywood. You do everything, that you want to do. You sort of set the rules. I mean, how have you become such a success that you might not, following what everyone else does? I mean, how do you maintain that rules?
Oh man, I don't know. There's no way to define anything. I only know what I know, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I have a great handle on it myself. It's just sort of what I do and what I've always wanted to do or what I've done. I guess because I've always been okay with going back to pumping gas. Hunter was truly sort of present in that sense. Everyone was thinking about it, and it made for a nice experience.
Your director mentioned that there's sort of Withnail elements to this film. Do you think that maybe the British are going to get this more than the Americans do?
Much more. Much more, yeah. I don't think you can expect, sort of Kansas to embrace something that's radical as this.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I just heard you saying that it's kind of what people want to be a blockbuster, but it's not really not. It's more of a personal story. What do you think about that?
Well, it's the whole point, really. The horrible thing is because I guess I suppose because I've been involved in these other films, that have been what they define as blockbusters and these sort of largish franchise films. There are expectations of the press, and they sort of throw that baggage on you. This was never meant to be that. It was never wanted to be that. It's a rated R film. It comes from the brain of Hunter S. Thompson. At the helm of Bruce Robinson, and it's everything and more that I wanted to be on Hunter.
And how did you manage to get Bruce to be involved in the project after a long break?
I was incredibly persistent. I was really a pain in the ass, and just kept going after it. And, I've known him a long time. We've hung out a few times here and there, and I finally just sort of put the screws to him.
And what do you think Hunter would have made of the film himself?
I think he would have loved it. I think he would have been very proud of what Bruce did. I think he would have been very proud of the film itself. But I believe he would have probably he'd have probably hit us a couple of times with some kind of verbal abuse just to sort of take us off our legs, just to throw us off our game a little.